Hey ho, this is a new episode in my podcast, and it's called Fake Celebrity Interviews, Not Real, Didn't Happen, and Other Stuff. Okay, I don't know if nobody's been watching these videos, so I have to tell you what the video is about. Basically, there's 5 sections. The main section is a fake celebrity interview. But yeah, yeah. Okay, and I'll start with the first section. It's called One Joke, One Story. So basically, I write a joke, and whatever I think of, good, bad, whatever whatever I thought of, I tell the joke, and then I go into a story, and then I tell one story. And the story is what happened was, I did a Fringe festival show called Stupid is Good, and what I did was I did stories about my life and fun facts and little things that I thought about, and I wrote it all down, and I made a play out of it. So I'm using the same binder that I did in the show, and there's like 150, 200 little thoughts and ideas and stories, and I tell one of those stories from my binder. Okay, so I start with one joke. This is the joke. Okay. You don't know me, but I'm actually I'm a transgendered male. What happened was, my name's Gerald Tanaka. My name's Gerald. I'm a transgendered male. So what happened was, when my mom was pregnant with me, they did a ultrasound, and I was a girl. They said I was a girl. But then when I was born, I was born a male, a boy. I call it transgendered in utero. But yeah, that's the joke. I'm transgendered in utero. Okay, that's the joke. It's a joke I thought of, and it's not that funny, but anyways. Yeah, I'm just telling whatever I think of. Okay, one story, and the story is short. It's like 4 or 5 sentences. Okay, this is the story. When I was younger, I didn't know a lot about sex. My parents didn't sit me down and tell me about sex. I didn't know what fuck meant. I thought it was just a swear word. Fuck off and such. I was talking with my sister, my older sister. She was telling me about a movie, and she said that the guy fucked the girl. I thought, oh, he beat her up or something. My sister had to explain to me that he had sex with her. I felt so stupid. I was probably 13 or 14 years old. Should I have known? I don't know. I remember a guy I worked with asked me if I knew what the 69 position meant. I didn't know. He didn't tell me, but he gave me clues. I figured it out. I felt stupid, but I knew I was naive about this stuff, so there. So yeah, I didn't know what the word fuck meant. That's the story. It's one joke, one story. Boom. Yeah. I just thought it was a bad word. Okay. On to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. This is the main section. This is the reason I did the podcast in the first place. It's the fake celebrity interview. Yes, we don't interview. It's a celebrity. No, there's no celebrity. And we ask them questions. We don't ask them questions. Yeah. Okay, and today's interviewer we're interviewing is Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Thank you, Joaquin Phoenix, for coming in to do this interview.
No problem.
You must be a busy man. I'm glad you fit me into your schedule.
You don't know much about the actor's lifestyle, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about. You live differently than us regular folk?
Of course.
Please tell me. How so?
Well, we don't work for your We don't work your 9 to 5 job or even a 40-hour work week. We are like nomads. We work in stretches. We acquire jobs or roles in movies. When we get a starring role in a blockbuster movie, we sometimes have to work 12 hours a day for several days. We work intensely for 3 or 4 months straight and then might not get another role for a couple of years.
So I guess you're not filming a movie this year and can do interviews.
My slate is clean.
Do you like working that way?
It's super great. I can work on a project, and when it's finished, I can travel the world.
You like traveling?
Not particularly.
You just said you liked acting so you can travel the world.
I travel the world, yes, but I don't like it.
I don't understand that statement. You travel but you hate it. Don't travel if you hate it.
What? I can't do something I hate?
You are weird. You know that, right?
I've been told I'm not easy to get along with. That is a bunch of bullshit. Ask my friends. If you are a good friend to me, I will go to the ends of the earth to defend you. If you are not my friend, then go fuck off.
All friends think their friends are great. That's why they are friends and stick together.
I see. You are not wrong.
So, let's talk about your childhood. Did you always want to be an actor?
Yes, absolutely. Well, I just played games and ran around outside with my siblings when I was young. I had no direction to a career when I was 10 years old, and 10-year-olds shouldn't have that put on their heads. They should just play. Learn and play. Learn from play.
What did you learn while you played?
I learned I was different than all the other kids.
How so?
I was normal, don't get me wrong. I played with my siblings and the kids in the neighborhood, but in my spare time, I did a lot of reading and meditation.
You meditated when you were 10. Did it help?
It wasn't real meditation. It was more like I would lie still on my bed and just sit with my brain. I would do it for a few hours a day.
That's funny.
What?
You would sit with your brain. I've never heard anyone use that sentence, ever. Sit with your brain. Sit with my brain.
It's kind of like meditation, right?
I think that qualifies. Do you still sit with your brain as an adult?
Not so much now.
Why not?
I can't settle my brain as well these days. I might do it twice a week.
With all the pressure of an adult, I would think you would need to meditate more often if you can't settle your brain.
I guess.
So you won't want to go back to your childhood.
I got to admit I had a fun childhood. No worries to think about, but definitely not. Even if I was disappointed with my life choices, I still would not want to go back in time to my childhood.
Why not?
The problem I see with going back is I would have to relive all the other stages of life to get to this point of life. I would have to go through grade school and middle school, and I would have to go through high school again. It might become a total disaster. I like my life now. I can live out the rest of my life instead of starting all over again.
I see your point.
If your life sucks now, going back to fix it could make it worse, and you have to live those years over again.
I have a theory about you.
Ask away.
I have a feeling that you love acting, but you hate actors.
What's this?
You love acting, and it shows, but you hate actors.
Why do you think that?
I've watched you at award shows. You always seem in a bad mood that you have to sit with all these people.
You are sort of right. One thing for sure is that I love acting, hands down. Love acting. It is true to some degree. I hate these self-righteous, privileged assholes with too much money and too much ego sitting around me.
I hit the nail on the head. You hate actors. You know what I think is funny though?
What?
You hate all these rich, ego-driven, privileged actor, but you are one of them. Does that mean you hate yourself?
I'm not like them. I have integrity. I have a purpose, and it's not just to make a shitload of money.
I think you're trying to separate yourself from them because you think you are an artist, not an egomaniac, but you are them. They are you.
I actually realized that a few years ago, and now I see clearly. These super rich actors are not ego driven people. They are just trying to acquire money because they think the more money they have will fix everything. They are blinded by the light. I am not angry anymore. I feel for them.
Some make a good career for themselves and find out that the money is not the cure, and then they spiral out of control. That's when the cocaine and the other substances come into play.
That is a sad truth.
I think that's what happened to Matthew Perry.
I can't confirm it, but that sounds about right.
Did your brother River Phoenix hate his life too?
I don't want to talk about him.
My listeners may not know that Joaquin Phoenix had a brother and he was an up and coming actor when he died of a drug overdose. He was only in his 20s.
No talking about my brother or any of my family. Got it?
I venture to say anyone that excels at his or her profession and then dies of a drug overdose are idiots.
Are you calling my brother River an idiot?
Was he a famous actor?
He was the best young actor in the world at the time. Yes.
Did he die of an drug overdose?
I dare you to call him an idiot.
He's an idiot.
Shut your fucking mouth.
He had a start to a great life, and then he fucked it up by trying to numb his pain with drugs.
Shut up.
He was too weak of a man to face his demons. I have more respect for people who commit suicide than people who end up killing themselves with drugs.
I'm going to kill you.
Ah! Ah! You idiot! You went too far now.
I'm going too far. I told you I would kill you for talking about my brother like you are.
I'm going to sue you the shit out of you.
What? Because I punched you a couple times? You are going to have to pay for a lawyer and waste your time in court. It won't work. I gave you a bloody lip. Boo-hoo.
You're an asshole.
I'm over it already. Do you want to finish this interview? I don't think you got enough material for a good interview. Do you want to finish?
Yes, I do. Let me straighten myself out. I need to go to the first aid station and clean up a bit. We will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have a question. I heard when you starred in the movie The Joker, you told the producers and the director that this movie was a one-off movie, meaning you were not going to do a sequel, but after you won the Oscar and the movie made over $1 billion, you were asked to do a sequel, which you said you wouldn't do, but they said they would pay you $50 million. Then you said yes. Is that true?
Yes.
So the rumor is true.
Absolutely.
So you are a sellout just like all the other actors you loathe.
If you can remember, I said, I realize they are just nervous, flawed individuals. I changed my views. It's fine to make a fucking shitload of money. The more the better, I say now.
You're a fucking sellout.
Sell out and $50 million richer. Well, make that $25 million richer after taxes.
I saw the Joker movie, but I think I'm going to skip on the sequel.
Oh no. I hope the movie can survive without you buying a ticket.
After people hear you saying you are a sellout, they are going to skip the movie too. That could mean millions of dollars lost.
I doubt it. For the listeners, this next Joker movie is going to be epic.
You just jinxed your movie. You realize that.
What are you talking about?
Whenever the star of the movie is recorded saying the movie is going to be great, it always bombs.
I've never heard that before. You're making it up.
It's true. Ask around.
I don't think that is true. I'll check that out tomorrow.
So, Joaquin, what do you do in your spare time?
I told you I do some traveling.
Yes. What else are you interested in?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You love acting, so I assume you go to see lots of movies.
Nope. I never go to movies.
You watch movies at home then.
Nope.
You watch a lot of TV?
Nope. I'll save you time. The only thing I do is read movie scripts and surf the internet.
You read movie scripts?
Yeah, I'm trying to find my next project.
Don't you have people that read your scripts for you? They recommend projects?
Yeah, but I like to be open to scripts my team thinks are not good. There are movies I agree to do without reading the script, like Napoleon and The Joker. But 90% of movies, I have to read and get a feel whether or not they are good enough. Sometimes I read a script 4 or 5 times.
That shouldn't take up all your time.
I got a lot of movie scripts.
You also said you surf the web. What do you look at on the web?
Everything.
Everything? That's impossible.
I try to look at everything.
Please break that down for me. How do you look at everything?
So, I realized early in life I have an eidetic memory or a photographic memory. This really helps in memorizing movie scripts. Anyways, I had this idea one day. The internet is a source of a lot of information, so I surfed the web and memorized a bunch of information.
Like what?
I don't know. Ask me anything.
What day did they first test the atomic bomb?
That was on July 16th, 1945.
I don't have a computer handy to know if that is correct or not.
It's correct, trust me. What else?
Who won the Best Actor Oscar in 1945?
That would be Bing Crosby for Going My Way.
Again, I can't check that. So, you just look at information from the web? For what?
I become like a walking encyclopedia. It's fun to know stuff, and yes, it's basically a waste of time, but you ask what I do, this is what I do.
Who won the Super Bowl in 2001?
New England Patriots.
1971.
Dallas Cowboys.
That's great.
There is one drawback. I quickly scanned for all this information, but I don't know the particulars. I know who won the Super Bowl in 1999, but I don't know how the game went down or who scored when and how. I could look it up on the internet, but I usually just get winners and who they beat and the score.
You know the information, but you don't watch and enjoy the game. I got it. How many hours a day do you do this surfing?
On set, there's a lot of downtime, so I do surf for 2 to 3 hours a day. On weekends, when I'm not working or doing anything special, I might be on the computer for 8 or 9 hours. Weekdays, when I'm not working, I'm on the computer for at least 4 or 5 hours.
So, is it fun or work?
It's both. I don't like doing stuff with people well. I like my alone time. It's a quiet, simple task. It's fun at parties when people ask me if I know who was Prime Minister of Canada in 1935.
The answer?
Richard Bedford Bennett.
Well, That was interesting. You're a good guy, Joaquin. Kind of weird, but a good, simple man. I'm not going to press charges for punching me.
Thank you, and sorry. I just don't like people talking about my brother.
I understand. Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's the interview. He attacked me. That bum. He attacked me. I'll get over it. Okay, let's move on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. So I don't know why I'm saying this, but this is the section where it's emails from the stars, or to the stars, from the stars, whatever. Emails from the stars. So I'm doing this section. There's nothing. I didn't write anything. I don't have anything. So I have to skip this section. I'm falling behind on that. Yeah. So skip this section. Moving on to the next section. Okay, this is the next section. We call it Reading Children's Books Backwards. So what I do is I get a children's book from the library, and I read from the back to the front. I read forward, but I read the pages backwards. I don't read backwards. It would make no sense. Okay, let's get started. Okay. Oh, they have the acknowledgments at the end. To Emma, Bear, and I say thanks. KW. And that's the first, what do you call that? Acknowledgement. To Joe, Jeremy, and Charlotte from JC. Those are the writers and the illustrators, I guess. Usually they have that at the front. Okay, anyways, here we go. Colors, colors, everywhere. Can you find colors just like bear? And then there's a bear and a mole and a raccoony kind of thing and a rabbit and an owl and a black crow. They're all having a picnic, it looks like. And then the next page it just says bear. And there's a huge bear in the center. I guess he's the main character. Okay, let's go to the next page. This is the next page. Chocolate cake, brown and sweet. Brown cookies, such a treat. Brown eyes, brown hair. Friendly, fluffy brown. And then it rhymes at the other side. And then the next page is brown. So everything brown. So they're talking about colors. Cookies and sweets and stuff that are brown. And there's all the characters looking at stuff. Next page. Oh, the rhyme goes to the next page, which screws us up. Raven, owl, wren, lay a picnic in the glen. The friends all gather round, and the friends see. And then the other page is the rhyming word. And so they're all there. Owl, raven, the mole, and the rabbit, the crow, and the bear. Green mint for making tea. Green and tasty sweet peas. Green, green everywhere. Can you spy green with bear? And then it says green on the other page. And they're in a meadow with and they're having tea. Green tea. Sweet peas. I see green apples. And they're having mint. Oh, green mint for making tea. Mint tea, I guess they're having. Okay, next page. Gophers out with mole. There are on a little stroll. Bear spots them by the stream, and the bear sees green, which is the other page. And they're now saying hi to Gopher and Mole. The rabbit, the muskrat kind of guy, and the bear, and there's a mouse. Next page. Drippy, sticky, oh such yummy. honeycombs with yellow honey. Yellow, yellow everywhere. Can you find it just like bear? And then it says yellow on the other page. And they're looking at the bear is licking his lips. And there's a honeycombs all over with bees around it. Just filled with honey. Next page. Oh, it's a badger. Badger at the pond with his old galoshes on. Look there, Badger bellows. And the bear bellows. He sees whatever he sees on the other page. And so the badger is pointing out something, and the rabbit and the bear is coming to see it. Okay, now, red blossoms, red cherries, red juicy raspberries. Red, red everywhere. Can you spy red with bear? And there's bear. There's flowers, red blossoms, and there's a red watering can. And they're eating berries. And then it says red on the page before it. And there's red on the red, everything red. Okay, next page. Along the trail hops Hare. Howdy ho there, Mouse and Bear. Hare points up ahead. The bear sees, and it's red on the other page. Now there's Mouse and Bear and the hare. Okay. Now it's blue flowers by the trail. Blueberries, blue pale. Blue, blue everywhere. Can you spy blue with bear? And then there's blue water. And there's blue flowers. And there's a blue fish. A blue pail. And the fish are look blue. Blueberries. And then it says blue on the page before that. The page before that I read afterwards. And here we go. Mouse and bear are walking. They are chitter chatter talking. So much for them to do. And the bear sees. And it's blue as on the other page that we read. And the bear is looking. And he sees these dragonflies. And it's mouse and bear. Mouse is on top of bear. And they see blue dragonflies. And that's it. Bear Sees Colors. By Karma Wilson. Illustrated by Jane Chapman. And it's Bear Sees Colors. The creators of the internationally best-selling Bear Snores On. Bear Snores On. Okay. That is the story. It's kind of screwy because I'm reading it backwards and they give the rhyme on the page before or after. If you're reading it forward to backwards, they give the end of the rhyme on the next page, but we're reading it backwards to the front. So we're reading the rhyming word first, and then we go back, and then we're reading it second, the rhyme section. But anyways, okay, on to the next section. Okay, this is the last section. So this section is kind of stupid. It's one of my dumber ideas. And so if you want to not watch this section, you can end it now. And it's just this last section I call Tik Tok Zero. And yeah. So basically, I go through TikTok on my phone and I look for 0 likes or 0 comments. And then I stop scrolling, swiping. And then if there's 0 likes and I give it a like, or 0 comments, I give it a comment. And in about 2 minutes, I usually get a video. But I stop at 10 minutes. I put a timer on. I'll stop at 10 minutes if I don't come up with one. Okay, here we go. This guy, he's a survivor guy. Outdo camp. He's in the Arctic. And he does a bunch of stuff. He builds like snow forts. How to live in the snow. Okay, anyways. Here we go. We're finished. 1 like, no comments. And it says, success is the sum of small efforts repeated. Reminder, and he's pumping iron. He's not actually doing iron. He's like, yeah, I guess it's iron. He's on a machine. What should I put? Okay, that's the first video that I see. That sucks. I hate when that happens. I want to get through some of them. Which I put. I'll put stack the wins because one of these other guys, this motivator called winning stacking wins. Stack the small wins together. I'll put. Okay, that's what I'll put. Stack the small wins together. First comment. Small efforts. Okay. That's all she wrote. So, this is the end of the video. I got nothing more to say. Because, done is done, right? I wish it was long. I think this video is going to be one of my shorter videos. Okay. Well, signing off. Remember, live your life and see what happens. Okay. Later.